Right? So Wanjiko is that when you think about a Kenyan, you think Wanjiko. I don't know it's all about. Okay? I don't know, but you know, nature is mother nature is what I do. So the brands that you're becoming this is a brand personality in Toastmasters. All of us here, in one way or the other, embody a leader, and I hope your spouse thinks of you as a leader. You know, or if your spouse found you here, they'd be like, you, Toastmaster, what are you doing here? So dedicated, helpful, empowering. That's who your members need to be interacting with this brand personality. A person who takes leadership, a person who's dedicated, a person who's helpful, a person who's empowering. So one of the ways that we deliver a great brand experience, and to see, in fact, I skimmed through it. Yeah, so this is how we do it, but one way to achieve the birth of our house, the structure of our house, is moments of truth. Moments of truth. So I want to talk about moments of truth. Who knows anything about moments of truth? Somebody. Tell me, apart from the vision director. Somebody. Have you done moments of truth in your club? You have. What is it? What is it? What moments of truth?
Saying it as it is at the club.
Saying it as it is at the club.
Eric.
It's a moment of honesty, yeah?
Eric.
I like that. Yes, yes, sir.
For me, moment of truth is the first impact you give a visitor in your house or in your club. The moment he enters the door, what he sees is the moment of truth. So you have to be ready for that.
I like that. Okay. It's really what you said there, Hassan. It's when, and I like that you said in your house. Okay? Because it applies to your house. When you came and saw me here, you had a moment of truth. I was almost accidentally appointed as cabinet secretary yesterday. Alright? It was a moment of truth. Somebody can just move me to be a CS. Okay, and it's funny because when some journalists went online to look for the cabinet secretary who's been nominated, called Eric Murithi, the other name I forgot. Yeah. So when some journalists went to look for that person, they lifted my photo online and put it on a newspaper publication. So I'm like, but it's a moment of truth. When they go looking for Eric Murithi, they feel this is the guy. It's a moment of truth by itself, right? That you can be accidentally mistaken for a CS. Or if your name is mentioned, when that name is mentioned, most perception go to you. There's a speech I delivered at 9 Toastmasters in Pastor Writing. One of the elements was, are you Google? The question was, are you Google? So that's what moments of truth are. Is what's the impression that people get? And as Toastmasters has come up with 6 ways in which to ensure that that impression is a great one. So in other words, it's 6 quality standards that we can use as Toastmasters to ensure that people are experiencing a great brand. So the first 6 items are first impressions. What are first impressions? First impressions are when people come to that club. There's an exercise here that I will also. Okay, good. So first impressions are when people come to your club, are they warmly greeted? Do you know greetings is a big part of Toastmasters? You know, a lot of us Africans are like, can you greet me, so I need to greet you? In Toastmasters, we are the ones who greet. Even if somebody comes and they're rolling their eyes, you think they have an attitude. You go like, hello, how are you? It's good to see you, my name is Eric. You're like, but you still maintain. It's part of who we are. We are greeters. We're greeters. We're happy to see you. So it's part of the first impression. Then the presidents, when they come to the stage, they will ask, are there any first-time visitors here? They will give you an opportunity to just introduce yourself. That's an impression, okay? It's an impression because you're giving guests an opportunity to be involved. At the end of the meeting, the president will now again ask, well, how did you experience our club? Please tell us what you thought about our meeting. It's part of that first impression, guys, and you need to do it right. Then the vice president of membership will sit, perhaps president, I did have a VPM. After every meeting, I sat with all the new people who came to the club and said, hey, thank you for visiting us. This is who we are. This is what we do. And if you found this interesting, I'd like to send you more information. And I send them information on WhatsApp. It's first impression. The second moment of truth is membership orientation. So once these guys come, how do we induct them to become members? Any form of VPNs here? Anybody a VPN here? Now you can't volunteer. Okay, so this is a VPN tradition. You have an induction ceremony. And it's recommended that you have an induction ceremony anytime anybody joins. Even if one person joins this week, another one joins next week, we will still have an induction for that one member. But sometimes it might be expedient to do it every month. So how we induct them, how we tell them about Pathways. Pathways is a web-based application. It's not that intuitive. So we need a way to bring them to speed with Pathways. We also need to give them roles, give them little roles. Which is what role can you give a new member?
Table topics.
Yeah, table topics, right? Another one? Counter. Okay, give them something that you know is easy to check upon. Then fellowship, variety, and communication. So this has to do with fellowship is the vibe. Have you ever had to know every Toastmasters club has a vibe? Okay. When I was president of Rafiki, in fact, the first name of Rafiki was House of Master Toastmasters. I thought it just sounds so complicated. Okay, fine, we're here to be masters of something, but we scrapped it. We said this, we're going to be called Rafiki Toastmasters, because we just want to be a cool, friendly club in simplicity. That's fellowship, okay? So what vibe does your club have? You know, there was clubs in Kenya where you could not deliver a speech if you didn't have a suit. If you didn't have a suit, it was not respecting the speech you delivered. So you did not come to the stage. So that's fellowship. Variety is how do we vary our meetings? You know those icebreaker forums that you're going to do icebreakers this week? You know those socials, we're going to hang out, that's variety. And communication is how do we tell people about our meetings? And sometimes we leave this to the VPPR. But what if everybody put it on their status? Okay, I hope it doesn't matter. It won't. So, communication. How do we tell people about what we are doing? The WhatsApps, there's so many platforms online nowadays. We need to know them. Some people advertise on platforms that not everybody uses. I don't know, buzz.com, I don't know what. So that's what communication is all about. And in your moments of truth, you explore these things in detail. There's a program planning, meeting, and organization. Do we start on time and end on time? Thank you very much. Do we start on time and end on time? Do we have an agenda? You know what some people are always asking, what is the agenda? And somebody's always saying, hey, you're Tunatuba, we're working on it. You know, because you've got to be organized, you've got to communicate what the meeting will look like. Then membership strength. There's a number that Toastmasters considers to be a sweet spot that every club should have. How many members are those? 20. At 20, you have, everybody has opportunity to be a club exco member. At 20, the roles can rotate. And if you're just 10 or 6, people get overwhelmed. If you're 12, people get overwhelmed. If Because every day, every meeting you're supposed to do something. And if you're 6 to 10, you're probably doubling up. You know, you are the SAA and also the TMOD. You're also there, the guy who's going to do table topics, some of the meeting. And it's overwhelming. And that's why, as leaders, we've got to make sure that we have strong clubs, 20 plus. You need to do what I did in my charter here. Make sure you have a full house. So that the next exco, even if that will be your only role in this exco, full house. So the next exco now can start using the discipline codes. Because it's most clubs that are very proud here to tell us that president distinguished, it's 3 or 4 guys who did level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. 3 or 4 guys, guys. It's not that they have 12 or 15 active guys. Okay? You know what happens? That person goes all the way, becomes a BTM and like a Vincent Otumbo, then you never see them.